If I ever see a MAGA person in a Mexican restaurant, I will literally start a revolution right there. Because you cannot tell me that you voted for people who, whether they are citizens or not, to get deported out of this country to Mexico, and also voted for tariffs against Mexico, where we get a large majority of our produce, especially avocados, to just, you can't enjoy Mexican restaurants if you voted that way. You cannot go with your little girly pops and get chips and queso and margaritas and be like, this and girl time. Like, no. You don't get to do that. You lost that right to do that. You do not get to enjoy Mexican food, Mexican culture, anything related to Mexico if you voted for Donald Trump. If you voted for Donald Trump, you do not get to enjoy an all-inclusive resort in Tulum or, I don't know, fucking Cancun or anywhere else in Mexico. You do not get to do that. You should not be allowed to do that. I think Mexico should be able to pull and see, how did you vote? And if you voted for Donald Trump, you are not allowed in their country, because you do not get to benefit off of Mexican culture and Mexican experiences, including Mexican travel and vacations, when you voted for Donald Trump. You don't. You can't vote against people and a culture that you want to take advantage of because you're a rich white person. No, it's not how it works. I swear.
I don't know about you all, but I, for one, believe everything that woman said. Because she looks like she is used to causing revolutions inside of restaurants. Am I right? But I'll be damned if I let some woke, big-backed broad try to stop me from eating my chimichangas. And if any of you guys are clutching your pearls right now, it's okay. I'm fat. I can make fun of other fat people. It's called fat on fat crime. But speaking of crime, you know, when you see someone on the internet like the woman you just watched, it's easy to get upset at the stupid things they say, but the world is full of stupid people. Artards are going to artard, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. So don't allow yourself to get too discouraged when you see people saying stupid things online. Don't allow yourself to get too upset, because you need to save that energy for other things. And if you're upset about what that woman said, then you don't even want to see what the Los Angeles Police Department said in the middle of these riots yesterday, which are now continuing into today. You know, it's one thing when you have artards on the internet saying stupid stuff. It's another thing when you have the police department in LA. These people are supposed to be responsible for protecting people. They're supposed to be responsible for stopping people from looting, setting things on fire, what have you. Well, yesterday, in the middle of all of the chaos, the Los Angeles Police Department released this statement. Los Angeles Police Department news release. Los Angeles Police Department statement regarding today's peaceful protest. Today's demonstrations across the city of LA remained peaceful, and we commend all those who exercised their First Amendment rights responsibly. The LA Police Department appreciates the cooperation of organizers, participants, and community partners who helped ensure public safety throughout the day. While today's events concluded without incident, the LA Police Department remains fully prepared to respond swiftly and appropriately to any potential acts of civil unrest. Our commitment to safeguarding the right, safety, and well-being of all Angelinos continues day and night. We will maintain a heightened readiness posture and remain ready to ensure the continued safety of our communities. So, they're basically trying to rewrite history. The Los Angeles Police Department, I want you guys to understand that they released this statement literally as there are cars burning in the middle of the street, as people were breaking the windows out of 7-Eleven so they can go steal Big Gulps. The Los Angeles Police Department was doing nothing. They weren't even there. They were, I guess, at the police department releasing, I had to bite my tongue for a second, releasing statements like this one. Just bold-faced lying. Calling the demonstrations peaceful, saying that they went down without incident. Meanwhile, you turn on your phone and you see mobs of angry people shooting fireworks at police, throwing cinder blocks at ICE agents' heads and their car windshields. And the police department has the audacity in the middle of the chaos to come out and make this statement. Like, I almost feel stupid reading this. I almost feel like, is there something wrong with me? Like I said, it's one thing to see artards like what we saw at the beginning of this video saying a bunch of nonsense. It's another thing when the police department, who basically did nothing as parts of the city burned yesterday, they're sitting here saying, oh, the protests are all peaceful. They're thanking these people. Thanks for your cooperation. As they are forming barricades in the streets to block traffic. As the rioters are in the streets forming barricades. As they're setting things on fire, the police say it's peaceful. This is the stuff I have to deal with. And sometimes it makes you question your sanity. When you're in a crazy world where everything's going crazy around you, sometimes it makes you ask, hey, am I the odd one out here? Am I? Let me know down in the comments below. If you support the channel, drop a comment. Like the video. If you want to take your support one step further as I deal with this nonsense, you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly appreciated. But how can we hold out hope that things are going to get better? How do the sane people of Los Angeles feel right now, knowing that the people who are supposed to protect you, they're not going to protect you? The way it looks right now, one of these protesters can come bash your head in with a cinder block and the police will say it's peaceful. Does all of this look peaceful to you, ladies and gentlemen?
So this is what's left of our work car. We had it parked near the scene. Obviously, we got here right at the beginning before we knew it was going to escalate to the situation that it got to. This is a brand new news truck that we just got. Looks like the tires were slashed. They busted into the windows. We'll see. Our personal bags were in the car. They stole all the stuff that was inside. There are some things here. Looks like they took cinder blocks through the window.
You know, when I see clips like the one I just played for you all, part of me, or a lot of me, and there's a lot of me, guys, a lot of me, it feels bad. I want to feel bad for that guy. He's out there trying to do his job. He's trying to cover the protest. They don't even know if he's pro-protest or anti-protest. And they just come and they smash the vehicles. They steal things out of the cars. I want to feel bad for him, but then I remember that he works for the media. And the media constantly lies to us. They'll show you that video talking about how their car was destroyed and their equipment was destroyed, and they will want sympathy from you. But then when the 6 o'clock news comes on, they will look you dead in your face as the city is on fire behind them, and they will tell you that the protests are peaceful. just like the Los Angeles Police Department. So yeah, in a normal world, I would feel terrible for this guy. I would feel terrible for this news crew. But we don't live in a normal world. And the reason why we don't live in a normal world is largely due to the media. They aren't our friends. They're our enemies. If you want to just be completely honest about it. So, on one hand, it's like, man, damn, that's terrible that happened to you. But on the other hand, you would use that equipment to literally show people how crazy these protests are while saying out of your mouth that they're not crazy. What they're trying to do is they're trying to rewrite history as it is happening. They're hoping that 10 or 15 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line, that people will go back through these documents and they'll see the recorded documents of the LA Police Department saying that the protests are peaceful. Literally, as we speak, Democratic politicians are using the Los Angeles Police Department's words to try to misguide people and try to brainwash people into thinking that these protests are peaceful. They want people to disregard what they're seeing with their own eyes. They want people to buy into this fake narrative, and the Los Angeles Police Department is part of that narrative, and so is the media. So I don't feel bad for this guy and this camera crew or news crew, and I don't feel bad for the LA police officers that are going to be dealing with this nonsense, because look at what their leadership put out. They should be giving people in Los Angeles the confidence that they can go back to their normal lives, that they will be safe, but instead, they just pretend like nothing is going on as everything is burning down around them. It's like that meme of the dog sitting in his kitchen drinking coffee, saying everything is okay as his house is on fire. That's what the Los Angeles Police Department is doing, and the media locally is helping them as well. So be it. But for now, I want to hear from you guys. You let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.